Hello, once again, welcome back to our teaching sessions on the guidelines to effectively use the Telion system. Today's session will be on the gradebook or the assessment plans modules that helps you to be able to plan your assessment for your students, and then also to be able to have a form of recording your scores when your assessments have been completed, and then also using the metrics to be able to feedback to make informed decisions on your teaching styles, and then also to make sure that your teaching styles are effective and helping the students learn. Without much ado, I would like to create a brand new assessment plan for my students in JHS2 in the Fanti in the Fanti subject. So if you are like me, if you have if you're a teacher of many subjects, you may have a number of subjects already on the screen. Otherwise, this screen will be blank. And then for now, I would select only I'll be working on JHS2, so I'll only filter that to see all the assessment that I have for JHS2. Now, to be able to see, now you can see that I have 33 subjects or assessments that have been already been created, but as it is, it's a bit difficult to see where each of the assessment belongs to which subject. So as a quick way to organize, I would just group this by the section number, and by doing so it shows the results grouped by the the assessment sessions that I've already generated. So for example, you can see E3, E2, E1. For convenience, I can organize this to start from the earliest by using the taken on date. So now you can see that I have E1, E2, E3. These are exercise 1, exercise 2, exercise 3 of building and building and design technology. Okay, so I would like to create a new assessment for Fanti, and that would be exercise 3. So and this would be the exercise 3 will be conducted on the 29th of October. So I'd go to new plan, click on that, and then I would say E3, and this is for Fanti, and the class is JHS2. Now the session can be selected from here, so I'm working on JHS2. So if I type in Fanti, JHS2, they are in section semester 2, so I'll select that, and the grading period is S2 period 3. Now this assessment type is a classwork and it's a project work. They are supposed to be going to look out for different languages and write a comparison, or let's make it homework rather, and I'll select the stream. We are only running one stream, so I'll select form A, and this is going to contribute maybe 10%, and the date for the assessment is October 29th. Okay, so I can click on the tick mark here icon here to save it, or I can click on the save button at the bottom. Now if you look at this, the Fanti class session, we can see that this assessment has been created here for the 29th of October. At this point, I'm ready to record my marks, or my scores, so I can click on this ellipsis button and select sync to score sheet. Once I do this, it creates for me a score sheet that has the names of the students and the class sessions all prepared for me. So I click on OK, and you can see at the bottom of the notification that student score sheet have been successfully generated. Okay, fine. Let's see if this adds to up to 100. So this is 20%, 20%, 10, and then 50. So the percentage weight adds up to 100%, and that is what we are looking for. So I can go back to my academics and go to GPA scores. Okay. Now, once I'm in the GPA scores, I'm only interested in JHS2 assessment. So I can click on the header and select JHS2. Now, the assessment I'm looking for is the Fanti exercise 2, which is on that one, or probably let me select for this first subject, and then I can select for exercise 3. And you can see that that is the only assessment that I have not scored. So I'm now going to score it, and then we can proceed from there. So the first is 66, 5, 63, maybe 78, 5, 6, 8, 8. Okay, let's say 62, 5, 8, 3, 9. Okay, 6, 7. 7, 3, 7, 8, 6, 3, 4, 9, 5, 5, 5, 3, and then 6, 7. Okay, so you see, as you enter the marks, the various calculations are done for you. MPP is the maximum possible score. Percentage weight is the amount of contribution that each of these assessment contributes to the overall weighted score. So you can see that so far the overall weighted score for Collins Braco is 58. The partial weighted score, which this 65 only contributes 10%, results in 6.5. So when you have multiple scores or multiple assessments, they will add up to give you an overall weighted score. And this here will tell you whether it's a pass mark or not. Okay. Now, once this has been done, we can go into post the score. So I can click on that to bring up the action, and then click on post assessment scores. Now, this allows you to send the scores to a central location where all the calculations will be done. So you click on OK. And you can also see that when it finishes, all the letter grades here will be assigned. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, so you can see that this is refreshed. So the posting of the assessment scores have been successful. One of the things that we can see is later on I'll be showing you is you can also have a visualization of the scores that have been generated, but we'll talk about this in another section. But this is just to give you a sneak peek of what happens behind the scenes. Okay, now once the scores have been posted successfully, you can go ahead to view your class assessment, the continuous assessment results, to see how your students are performing overall. So see you in the next chapter.